The great Michael Jordan said, I failed over and over. My failures are the exact reason why I succeed.
Overcoming failure. Listen to me. If you're successful in this room, you've reached any level of success, you know that failure is a part of it. It's the ego that gets in the way when you look at failure as something negative. Failure is just a way, some say, to try it again, but to try it differently and try it better. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean quit, give up, poor me, overthink it, stop, say I'm not gonna do it, woe is me. That's not what it means. It means that you did a great job, but you didn't execute. Everybody say it with me, execution is worship.
Other than death, all failure is psychological. Other than death, all failure is psychological. Think about that. Just think about that. This failure, this upset, this catastrophe. If you aren't dead, then it's just psychological. It's in your head. Now, this does not mean that you won't lose some battles, because you will. We all will.
Failure is not a strike against you. Failure just means you're doing something wrong and you're doing something right, but you're not doing enough right, and you need to figure out what you're doing wrong, and you need to make the adjustments so you can execute. Nobody's firing people who execute. People are firing people who try. People are firing people who put forth effort, but nobody's firing people that get it done.
So never run from your failures. Take that failure and let it be the fuel that drives you. See, failure is simply a detour. It's not a dead-end street. I implore you, I beg you to be able to accept your failures. And that's because we all fail at something. But I need you in the depths of your soul to never be okay and never accept not trying again.
As long as you don't surrender, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit, then you haven't failed. It just means you've made a temporary tactical retreat. It means you've made a brief withdrawal so that you can regroup and reattack. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you get beat, unless you're dead, you are not defeated. And you have not failed. What you've done is you've learned. You've gained experience. And you're still alive.
If you failing, keep on failing. Fail some more. Keep on failing. Fail a little bit more. People are always looking around like, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't need to do that. A lot of people right now in this world, they rather feel like they accomplished something rather than just fail and learning from it. Do you really believe that failure is the enemy? Failure is definitely a teaching tool in life. We need to fail.
Get up! Your failures do not mean that you're not worthy. Your failures do not mean that you can't succeed. Your failures do not mean that you can't come back and win. Your failures do not mean that you can't achieve at a high level. The only problem, the only issue is if you fail, you quit. Is if you fail, you give up. I need you to live up to every expectation, every goal, every dream that you had as that little kid. Give every ounce of your being